Back with Mike LS. Alright guys, back in the garage for another segment of the Escalade. Alright, so today's actually New York City supposed to get hit with like, I don't know, like the craziest snowstorm in 10 years. But is Renzel ready, people? Not quite yet. Will Renzel be ready? I don't know, but we down to the wire anyway. So as y'all can see what we got going on here, we still got a naked motor, but I do have the remaining parts that I gotta get installed. I got Mr. Intake, so Mr. Intake is basically ready to reinstall. As y'all can see, kind of cleaned it up a little bit, nothing too much. I actually put in a new let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Let me tuck this microphone. I put in a new gasket, people. Let's say, you know me, OEM. So this is an OEM gasket right here, right? New injectors, as y'all can see. The only thing that's not really new on this is basically the intake, new map sensor. The intake is old, which, you know, should have changed that too. Fuel rail is old. I did try to change that, but I made a mistake in my order and I got stuck with the one I previous ordered, so I'm not doing that. So I'm using the old one. Throttle body, I'm still using the old one. I don't know why I ain't changed that either. I'm bugging. And I got a bunch of remaining parts. I got the spark plug wires. I got the belt. Or cash can. This is the bolts for the intake. This is coil packs. What else I got put in? This is an exhaust manifold and the alternator. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. First thing first, though, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the intake inside there, right? And try to get everything kind of back together. Try to get as much as I can. The only thing I have to plug into the intake is really just the map sensor, fuel line, and stuff like that. So I'm going to make sure everything that I need is basically accessible. And then I have to make sure I put back the 3 bolts. I have 3 bolts in the cut for this bracket. So I gotta make sure everything is this right here, this line. I need to make sure I bring it back over here. So this is, I think this is the return line for the gas. And yeah, and basically put the core, after I put the intake on, put the core pack on, and get everything back together on that note. Put the alternator back on. And then I think the last thing what I'm gonna do is the manifold. The last thing I'm gonna do is the manifold, and I gotta get the battery. I'm supposed to swap out the oil too. So there's a lot of little things, as I said, swap out the oil, and I got new coolant. Supposed to do that, and yeah. So this will be an interesting video. I guess it's gonna be kind of like a all-in-one, nothing too in detail. So little things in detail is just basically maybe me just setting this in here, and I'll do a time lapse for me talking and all that, but nothing too much in detail and stuff like that, because if I just let the camera run, you're gonna have a 2-3 hour video which nobody I know is gonna watch, which y'all should watch, but y'all not gonna watch. So as I said, today is gonna be a day which, you know, I don't know if everything goes successfully, then we see what happened. Now also got the scanner, so after everything is what is started up, put it on the scanner, relearn what I need to relearn, and hopefully Renzel will be good. So all right, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. Let me grab this intake. Let me try to get it kind of lined up in here, and take it from there. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all in a minute. All right, guys, I'm about to grab this intake now, and maybe for little parts, I I'll give Nas Motion a call, see if he could give us some good shots while I do maybe a few things. I don't know what yet, but yeah. So let's let me see what I got here. Oh, this is for the fuel line. Gas was leaking out. So all right, this is another part of getting this joint. This joint was kind of weird when I took it out. It was actually hard when I took it out. It wasn't an easy thing to take out. But and what's funny, I believe this came out already because of the fact that when I forgot to bring the gasket. When I took it out, it was a Felpro gasket. So, as I say, I always believe somebody was in here already because somebody did something. When I first noticed, the first issue I had with this truck was the oil sensor, right? And with the oil sensor, they forgot to put the strainer. They didn't put the strainer with the oil sensor. So I was like, somebody been in here, they did something, and they didn't put something back. Which is, you know, depending on who do the work, shit. You know what's funny, people? I have this, well, no, the hose on top actually is a vacuum hose. So let me see how I could basically MacGyver this stuff in here without, I took this out weird, like trying to make sure I get like a good, I move my tire a little bit so I can use my foot. I know what I mean. Let me kind of angle this camera a little bit. These things is like, I remember when I was putting back the cylinder head, it was like me having to be Superman and like get this stuff back in. But same thing here. It's like getting the stuff. Oh shit! Like what the hell was that? Like getting that force back in here for some reason seems never easy. Like it's like they show it on these other videos. Like, all right, slide it back in. It goes back in real easy. Nah, homie. So, what I think is going on here is, let me see. Gotta pull it back out a little bit. It looks like something's grabbing. Right here. Make sure everything is, well, this actually has to, maybe this is kind of holding me up too, which I said this have to basically protrude back here, because this goes here. So let's start it in here. At least we know that's out the way. Get my lights a little lined up. So I'm gonna grab it by the rail, and I'm gonna, come on, looking good. All right, so I'm not lined up properly, but I'm lined up. All right, so got that kind of seated, but I don't think it's seated properly because I could see some gaps in here. So let me see. Okay, it looks not bad. Now let me see if I could line the screws up a little bit. Look like it's seating cool, like it's supposed to be seated. Let me get some screws started, and I had to as I said, this is resistance screws. I I know I maybe can't see, but let me try to bring this over a little bit more. There we go. So this is the existing screws. I guess this goes here. But I'll start to put everything back when I kind of get the screws kind of lined up. So that's the first screw. Let me kind of get that started a little bit. If it's, it looked like you caught that. Then I have to torque these down. Y'all know I gotta torque everything. You know how that go already. Everything gotta get torqued in a certain way. So it's like, it's just the tedious stuff, man. This is where it comes to the tedious stuff. But I mean, I'm getting there, so it's cool. I'm not even worried about it. It's a long journey, so I'm getting there. So I'm just making sure everything is back where it needs to go. I kind of what took some more time is cleaning everything, because I know sometimes when people do this, is just, you know, this is maybe like their only vehicle, so they like press for time. So it's like F cleaning everything. Just throw that ish back in there. I need to go. I need to, you know. So, but this is not my only vehicle, so I am not pressed for time, but I am pressed for time because, I mean, I got ish to do. And this is where it starts to get a little bit weird now. I mean, I'll get this in this hole. So hand tighten everything, hopefully everything get threaded in the hole, and then torque it up. So, and as I said, I tried to change as much parts, sensors as I can. There was a sensor that I could not get from the GM website, the crank position sensor. So I really attempted, you know, to do an aftermarket, but then I was like, you know what? Let me do a little bit more. I maybe could get it somewhere else that has it, but I guess it's like kind of like not discontinued, but it's just a sensor that, you know, they're not really making no more. So I guess whatever was made is just gone from, I guess, the GM dealers and stuff like that. So as I said, I was attempting to do an aftermarket, but then I'm like, certain things aftermarket, man, I'm telling y'all, it don't work, or it'll fit in place, but then it's not gonna perform the way the OEM is meant to perform. So I was like, you know what? I actually purchased it, and then I brought it back because I was talking to my cousin, and he was like, you know, it's always good to talk to other people, which I already know this in my head, but I was like, yo, let me just try it, because, you know. But then he, like, you know, he kind of just reminded me again, like, yo, look, you know, certain things which I know already, you know, that's why I don't be, you know, that's why I always tell you I don't do aftermarket. I only kind of like do OEM stuff. And then, you know, he just reassured me again, like, you know, like the, you know, you ever got like that, what you call it, the monkey on your shoulder, the monkey on your back. They'd be like, don't do that. So as soon as he said that, I was like, yeah, you know what, let me bring this ish back, because I'm not gonna deal with, you know. And it was about like $56, and it was the last one. I went to the orders on the hub to actually get some other stuff, and I was just like, you know what, let me, and then you know, just talking to him because I had to borrow the scanner. And then I was like, yeah, and then he was like, what? Nah, nigga, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, Mike. And I was like, you know what? You are right. Let me take this. Actually, it was that and the knock sensor, but the knock sensor I think I could get the knock sensor I could get in GM. I think I seen it. But the only thing with that is when I order, I just gotta wait maybe like a week and a half or something to get it. And it's like, this one here is cool. Can you go in the hole on me? Like, yeah, they put these screws like, not even screws, but like it goes into like this, you gotta fit in this hole. And it's like, come on, like, in the spot is like mad garbage. Oh shit, I almost dropped this. I wanna do that. Can we like get in here some? Like what the hell? Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Let me see if this thing catch. So I'm trying to make everything just catch. Alright, so that's, I think I got one more. Actually, I got more than one more. I got 3 more. Alright, so I'm gonna move you out to the other side. Just the tedious part, people. This is what I'm telling y'all, like, it's the tedious part. So that's why I think the labor for this kind of jobs be like, they be like $150 an hour. I get it, because I was doing this with somebody, $150 an hour, because I know the way I work, I take my time, I clean the screws, like, you know what I mean, like, I re-clean the screws, I put it back in, I make sure everything is what is. Like, dig what I'm saying? Like, gotta make sure everything is what is. So, yeah. Now I cannot even see the rest of what I need to see. Let's just here, maybe I'll take this out. I think this screw was connected to something. Oh, this is actually the put this right here. This is for the, I don't know why this bracket is here. I don't know, somebody did some weird shit, or this is put this in my pocket, or this is some factory. But it had like a little plate here and a screw for some reason holding it, I think. For whatever reason. So this stuff is like in some weird ass spots. So it's saying I have 2 more screws, which I gotta see. Where the hell is the 2 more goddamn screws at? And this right here goes here for some reason. Make sure I put this back. I gotta make sure I torque down one of the fuel rail. So I gotta make sure I look at all my screws, people, to make sure everything is I said what is, cause it's a lot of different goddamn screws in here. It's like 1,000,000 screws on this job. The scene that I have, I'm seeing in my pocket, I have how many screws? 2. So let's see. See something in the back here, and I don't know if I missed something. So maybe I missed something in the back on the other side, which I didn't notice. So we got one back here, which I see. I think. Some of these things, like there's one back there. I don't think I see anything else in here. And I gotta look on the other side, see if I see anything else. Gotta be something way in the back I maybe had a miss. Cause I got one left. And am I correct? Yeah, I think I am. I think I see something way. I'm not mistaken. Way. It looks like something broke on this shirt. I'm sure I almost dropped it. Am I correct? We got one more. Yeah, it is one more. But it look like, yeah. It is one more. And this ish is way back there. I wonder how, hopefully I'll be able to torque it. Should be able to. Okay. Alright, so. Alright, folks, I got that kind of in there. So that part is kind of done. So I'm just basically gonna hand tighten everything down. I got the torque spec for that. And I guess I'll put y'all on a time lapse. And guys, look, I never thought I was gonna get to this point. I didn't know when I was gonna get to this point. But yeah, y'all see it, man. It was a long journey, people. A long jigsaw puzzle journey. But yo, with y'all guys' support, with y'all guys watching the videos, with the little motivation comments, you know, it kind of like, you know, helped me get through all of this, which I'm thankful that I'm at this point. And y'all seen what it was. It wasn't easy. It wasn't nothing easy. You know, some people be like, oh, this, da-da-da-da-da. Yo, this joint ain't easy. This joint ain't easy when you working, when you got a life, when you got a family, and, you know, you go through things and you have to stay motivated, consistent, all that. And that's basically what I try to do. You know what I mean? So I got to this point. I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. And, you know, I ask questions. Hella questions. And that's what it is. All right, so I'm gonna put you on a time lapse while I kind of get this together a little bit, and we take it from there. Alright guys, so just getting everything back tied in together. So as y'all could see here, I got the coil packs back lined in. The intake is back in. The only thing I did so far was so as I said, the coil pack is back in. I put in the spark plug wires. I didn't connect none of the fuel lines yet. This bracket right here, these 3 bolts I have to put back, so I'm about to torque that. Just had to get the torque spec for that. And then after that, I'm not gonna plug none of the stuff up yet on this side because of the fact that I gotta still put the exhaust manifold back. So that's gonna be the next thing I do. More than likely, I'm gonna take this wheel out and I'm gonna try to
Absolutely. Right. That sounds like
I got chat talking here because I asked chat for some advice in terms of sorry. So let me get you some more light here. So yeah, as I said, I put the coil pack back. So what I'm gonna do the exhaust manifold, which is right here, and that's the existing one. So I'm gonna take this wheel out because it's just a lot of hella clearance underneath here. I have to put back the oil dipstick, so I gotta see if it's better to put the dipstick first, then put the manifold, because I forgot how I took it out. So yeah. So basically, I'm definitely taking this wheel out, jacking up the car when I put back this manifold, because it'll just be a little bit easier for certain things, because I could go here instead of maybe going on top. And as I said, that right there, I have to put that back in, and I also need to put back the O2 sensor. So I have to put the O2 sensor back on this side. I have a new O2 sensor. Did I bring it with me? Damn, I think I forgot the O2 sensor. I don't think I brought it down with me, so I have to get that O2 sensor in. As I said, it's a new one. I don't think I have it with me. I'm not 100% sure. I got the new gasket in here for the exhaust manifold. Yeah, and then really when I get the exhaust manifold in, I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna seat the alternator. No, I'm not even gonna seat the alternator yet. As I said, the next thing really, as I said, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll seat the alternator and kind of get everything tied back in. And the very last thing I have to do is change the motor oil. And yeah, all these harnesses is just plug and play right now, so that's I'm leaving everything until I kind of get the last major thing. Is really the biggest thing really right now for me, honestly, is this exhaust manifold. So it's getting it back to play, getting it torqued up, and that's the biggest thing for me right now. So once I get all that done, then I will get everything kind of. I think I have a clamp for this. I think I'm gonna change the clamp. This is garbage. And yeah, so as I said, I'm working people. So just as I said, I'm gonna put you on a time lapse. It's just a lot of little tedious stuff that just takes time. So I can't stand here and hold the camera, or I don't want to actually bore y'all and just like have the camera sitting right here while I'm doing all these little tedious stuff, because I'm just taking my time, going back, making sure everything is put back together, and I'm just taking a wide look from here. And as I said, it's just a lot of little tedious things I got to put back. I got to put back the bracket for the battery. The battery was out for maybe like almost like, I think this truck was down for like damn near like 5 months, man, 5-6 months. So I had to recharge the battery. I got to clean certain little things, and yeah, so I just made sure everything was torqued back, all the bolts is in, everything is plugged back in. Yeah, remember this I was telling you about? So I had to get, I got a new one already. Actually, an OEM, I got it from AutoZone. I don't know how I broke that for whatever reason, but I broke it. I don't even see the other piece because that goes into the, it's like a plastic snorkel piece that comes from here and it goes into here. And they basically got a hole. Basically, they call it a PCV valve for that. So I don't know how I broke it, but I broke it. It actually goes into here, people. Let me actually show y'all. So it actually goes into, it goes right here. So I don't know how I broke it. Maybe I broke it when I was my hand hit it or something. I thought I would have, I don't know. It broke, and I don't know even where it went, honestly, because I ain't even really see it. So I don't even know where the hell. Maybe it went somewhere under the car. I don't know where the hell that went, but yeah, it's gone, fortunately. And I actually should have got a clamp for that, but whatever. I told myself I was gonna buy some clamps, and I ain't buy the clamps. So I don't know if I'm gonna run back. I maybe run back out and get some clamps, because I think it's showing 4 o'clock, and I know 4 o'clock is about to get dark. It's about to get dark outside. I ain't see no sign of no snow yet. Weatherman was going crazy talking about snow today, and no snow ain't come today. So not sure. They're saying tomorrow now. So regardless, I'm doing what I'm doing, and yeah. So let me see. So maybe it's 4 o'clock now. So if everything goes smooth with this, maybe by 6 o'clock, I actually got to put this back too. Actually, maybe by 6 o'clock, I maybe should be Gucci with kind of having everything put back together. And as I said, all I got to do is do a quick oil change. And yeah, so all right, I'm just gonna put y'all on a random time lapse where I just, as I said, while I just put a few things together, and we take it from there. All right. Alright guys, real quick, so putting the got OEM manifold, so just kind of just putting some anti-seize right now. Pre-treating these bolts real quick. Just get this anti-seize on it, get it lined up, and see what's next. So this as I said, yo, the tedious stuff, you know. Just gotta make sure, so I'm not rushing, make sure I put anti-seize on everything gotta get torqued. So these got you gotta torque these twice. So basically I went online and I found something from, I guess, GM for Cadillac, all the stuff I was doing, the torque spec. And it tells you, and it gives you a picture diagram, which I'm going to show y'all, of the part, or somewhat whatever the part may look like. So you see, like, some of these things got washers and some of them don't. And I'm like, because I don't know what happened. I know when I took everything out, you know, the way it's supposed to come out, but for some reason, I don't know what happened in the course of, as I said, this was, I think it was brand new when I bought it, but I can't tell you what happened when I had actually paid and got it actually installed. So, as I said, if you ever noticed, I said one bolt, for some reason, was, I guess, they had to rethread it because I believe it got stuck. So let me show y'all real quick. This is the manifold that came out successfully. I was thinking about getting a brand new one, but I was like, I mean, might as well. You could see it's kind of not, I mean, what it is, but new gasket, let it do what it do. I mean, I think they were charging for like an OEM one was like, it would have came out to almost like $250 or something like that. So, as I said, parts add up, everything adds up, believe it or not. And the driver's side, I had no choice because I said, I kind of had to cut cut the bolt, and I try to remove it, remove the stud. That wasn't coming out, that wasn't happening. So y'all know how that go already. All right, so what I'm gonna try to do now, I gotta try to snake it down into this hole. So more than likely, I believe I took it out. I snaked it through here. I don't think I did it through up here. So either or, I either could snake it through here. I think it's better if I snake it through here or instead of here. I gotta figure out, I forgot which way I did it. But I think I may just snake it through here. And then once I do that, grab up a few bolts, get it sitting in there, and yeah, so hopefully this is easy. And let me see, I think this light here is going dead. Is it going dead? These lights be going dead mad quick. So I gotta put this to charge real quick and get another light. Y'all know how that go already. No, y'all don't know how that go. But I'm telling y'all how it go. So I got the portable. Usually I have the portable charger. And basically that's how I keep these lights going for now. And I'm gonna jump into another light. Keep this going. And get another light for the meantime. All right, let's get this manifold in here, and let's get some motion here, people. Let's get this knocked out like Pacquiao. Great. Yeah, this thing just went all the way down there. Whatever. Something's wrong with this light. This light here got a little issue. Alright, so I'm gonna put you on the time lapse. Let me get this, try to get this in, and take it from there. Yeah, I don't got too much batteries on this, which I'm gonna have to swap out the batteries, so I'm gonna hit y'all back in a moment. Alright guys, so I actually I bolted the manifold up a little bit, but what I forgot, because I wanted to show y'all this, I got a new flange, right? Basically, as y'all already know, from OEM, from GM. So this is the old one that was in there, which, you know, I don't know if it ever was changed, but I know somebody been digging in this vehicle before me, because this is I don't know how many owners. It looked like it had one owner, but I don't know. So this is a new one, because I was like, you know what, I'm doing all this, so I ordered a new one. So this was kind of like my hold up. But as I said, what I did was forgot to put the darn thing on, so I kind of got everything lined up on this part here. But what I noticed anyway, I could have been smooth, maybe smooth, but still, I would have had to, I think, take it out anyway, because I have to line this bracket up with the studs, and it won't, like, you know, everything is stiff. So when I'm actually putting it back, I gotta make sure I line this up first because it kind of like goes down a little different from the other side. It kind of like bolts onto this bracket sleeve and it kind of like brings it together. So, which I'm glad I have this out because this is maybe like one of the only ways you could do this kind of this stuff in here. And actually what I was doing, I was trying to look to see, this is the dipstick, right people? So I was trying to actually, while I'm here, I guess if I do take the manifold out, the dipstick, I was trying to find, I think it bolts on here, the smooth part, but let's see. I was trying to just locate it where where it kind of go. I know where it go, but as I said, I'm just trying to get it together, like the angle's like kind of like weird as hell. Let me see, yeah, so it looked like it basically right here. So it's supposed to go right here in between. I have to actually, it should have went underneath this this hose. Should have went in between it to go in here to lock it here. So this is kind of where it was seated. That's why I guess it with the heat. That's why right here kind of like rusted up with the heat. But as I said, all right. So I know where this kind of lines up now, so I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna do it last. So I gotta go through the second hole, bring it down. All right, so that's good to know with that. So then now I'm actually just gonna pull that out. I'm gonna unbolt this again, and then actually I'm gonna get all of these things lined in together so it could get seated properly, so we could get this stuff bolted up. I got Nas Motion on deck, which, you know, I may have to use his hands maybe, I don't know, because his eyes or whatever, just to get everything lined up accordingly, because this right here is just a little bit different from the driver's side. So I'm actually, the good thing, as I said, I have the space in the room underneath here. I got the vehicle jacked up, I maybe have to lower it a little bit, or maybe not. I have, you know, my trusty, be careful. I got my trusty bucket, which I told you I was gonna get I was gonna get a little ladder or something, which I didn't yet. So y'all know how that go. So let's get to it here, people. So first thing first, as I said, I'm gonna I got a bolt in the back, which I told y'all is a different size. So let me loosen that up one first. It's way in the back in the corner. It's number 12. So let me actually loosen that one. I maybe have to take it out and even loosen it, which I'm kind of tight because I got it in there pretty good. I think I have to take this whole thing out. I don't think it's like no loosening and wiggling. I think I got this right here, the angle sucks, so and that's why I kind of left this for last, because of just a little things like this I may have to go through. So let me see. Okay. I need this boat to fall, people. So let me do this all again. So I got that one out. So that was, as I said, the different size of number 12. And now let me get the stendo, and I'm gonna get the rest of these out from down here. And thank God for power tools, people. Let me loosen all of them up first. And I gotta take that dipstick out. That dipstick is in my way. And I was showing y'all something. I was telling y'all something, which I know right here in the dipstick. You see right here where it's kind of rusted. That's because of the heat from the manifold. Kind of caught that. So sometimes I hate doing double work, but like I said, it's all good. Once I know, you know, where I messed up at, then I can correct myself. As I said, this is where I messed up at. So I'm gonna loosen this one. So I'm not gonna take this one out. So everything else, so now it's loose. And I still don't have enough room to get my stuff out, so I'm gonna start here. Take this out first. Alright. Take this one out. And work my way out. And as I said, don't forget I gotta torque all of these too. So that's just another step. I gotta take. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave one of them in, which is gonna be the top one. Get this out and get this one out. Now the top one just to hold it. Hopefully I'll have enough room to get this flange in. So let's get the new flange right here. Let's see, which I should have that room, I hope. Got no space. More light. Let me get my light, people. I know my light. Alright. Okay, let's see how. Do I have to do any triple work? And this light is garbage. And this light. This light is just like all over the goddamn place. This light is not helping me right now. Thank you. Come on, get together, son. Get it together. Get it together. Alright, let's see. With everything out, do I have enough room to? Yes, I do. I believe I do. I may have to take it out, people. I may have to take it out or just lift it up. Take it out, lift it up, and get it in. All right, so we'll be right back because I may need Nas motion help with this one. Alright, back again. So as y'all seen already, I had to retake out the exhaust manifold and line everything back up correctly because it was a little tedious and I needed help. So now I'm about to just torque everything up. So basically I got a quick paper right here that says exhaust manifold specifications, right? So as y'all can see, the exhaust manifold and it's, you know, the guide of the bolts, and it's showing an arrow going this way. So all my bolts is in already, basically. So it says tighten bolts first pass is 11 pound-feet, and then to tighten it at the last is 15. The nut in the bottom actually was 40. Right, it's 40 pound-feet, and that's the 3 nuts in the bottom. Right. Basically, I had to go to ChatGPT, took a picture, and I got the specifications since I didn't get it there. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to do it from down here. Right. I'm gonna try to torque it with the extension because I maybe could do it from the top. I don't know if I should do it from the top or the bottom would be more valid, but I think maybe more valid without the extension. Let's try it. Let me see if I could get it from the top, people. If not, if I don't feel comfortable, I'll get it from the bottom, which is way easier. But just doing it maybe from the top, I maybe don't have to use an extension. So basically they say when you're using a torque bar with a stendo, it's a little bit, the torque spec is a little bit not 100% valid like that. So let's let me see if the room is warranted, which I think it is. So it says start from the center and go to the back. I actually gotta tighten that back bolt. Actually, let me do that right now, people, before I even torque it. That's a number. Let me just get that back bolt into spec, into alignment before I do that. Because I forgot all about you, sir, back here. Because I'm doing 1,000,001 things. And I forgot about getting this back in there. So, all right, that's back in there. And basically, actually, before I even talk, let me actually make sure everything is a little bit snug, people. So that make it easier for me actually to torque it. Once it's like snug close, then I don't have to like, you know, manually do it extra time. So I'm just gonna just check it to make sure everything is snug a little bit before I start to torque, because it takes a little bit longer when everything is not snug. Too much turns. Do this last one here. Alright. So, alright. So now, as I said, I'm gonna try to start from the top without an extendo and see how far I could get without an extendo. Right, how many lights I got going? 2. So I got 2 lights going. I gotta be careful with my lighting because lighting I need it, but right now my batteries is like, you know. So it told me basically start from the 2 middle ones. So I'm gonna start. So we got 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna hit it from this one and this one right here. So let's get it. Let's get them all first pass torqued, right? And it says 11. Sorry. And I kind of messed up when I did the driver's side. I didn't do the 2 sequence, so I make it go twice. I didn't do the 2 sequence, so I had to go back and revisit what I did and make sure I did the 11, and then I think it's 15. So, you know, that's just very important too. So now I'm gonna go on this side. And then this go outwards, basically. You see, this is loose, and this is what I was talking about. When it's loose, it's just extra Like, see, this is like OD and loose. Now it's starting. Yeah, when you gotta hit them twice. When I did the hedge, I had to hit it 3 times. And that just took some time. Especially when you gotta do mad bolts and all that too. So we got 2 on the side, so now I'm gonna jump over here, people. Alright. And once again, as I said, and then the last, I'm gonna do the 2 outers. 2, right? Then I'm gonna switch the head. Oh, hold on. Here with the 13. This is a 12, I think. Because as I said, there was an issue. And basically, that's why. So let's see if we could get this one torqued. Should be able to get it. This is a one following in the back. Some here is going to be little turns until I get it to that number. Alright, so that's good. And we're going to do the last one in the front. And that'll be the first pass. And then we just got to do our quick adjustment. And then alright, so now the adjustment again. First pass done. Check that off. 11, so now we gotta adjust to 15. So let's see what 15 is at on this dial right here, people. 15 on the digit. So it's 15 on the dot right here. Right on the tree. So now, once again, start from right here, and then actually I gotta get the bottom after that, and then we done with that. 2, next door neighbor, 2, and I'm gonna go outwards here. Right, I'm gonna go in here. Let's get this in here. So, right, then I'm gonna proceed to the back. I gotta switch up socket. Get back here and this one here is just the tedious one. Should be one more turn, hopefully. What you think? One more turn or 2 more turns? Shit, came out. Hopefully one more turn, people. Alright. One more for that one, then we Gucci on the top. Hit the bottom. And then that's it for that. And it's the top, everything ends, so that's 15, so that's done. So, all right, folks, so we got the top torqued up, so now it's the bottom. And let's see how Nas Motion is gonna get y'all this bottom footage. Maybe gotta sit down. He maybe could sit down and chill this time and get y'all this bottom footage. So let me I believe it's a 15, but I think I'm going to have to use the gun to get it close in, and then I gotta use a torque bar. That's how that may be looking, because of the fact that the stuff is hard. So I'm gonna try to jog it in with the impact gun, right? And then I would torque it with the bar. So let me get some extendos. Let's see what extendos I got. I got one. And let's come over here for a second. Let me see if I find an additional extendo. Got a lot of things going on here, but you know, down to the wire, people, down to the wire. Let's see if I got another extendo in here. Where's that extendo? Uh-oh. We got a problem. I'm missing that extension here. How am I missing that extension? Oh, no, I'm not. So there go the other extender. Hopefully this is long enough. All right, so I guess Nas Motion could he could take a seat down here. You want to sit right here? No. You want to done? All right. And do I need a light? Did I have another light? I did have another light, did I?
I know that was over there.
Oh, right here. I got one here and one down there right here. All right. Yeah, I got. Yeah, so I'll take this one down here and I'll go underneath, people. And let me see where I could get done underneath here. And let's wrap this exhaust manifold up. So I spend a lot of time underneath this car. I mean, this car is one. And that's the thing, is when you do your own work on your car, sometimes you sit under your car and you think, you look. And I spend a lot of time up top and in bottom of this right here, this car. And my light. Let's see what I did with that O2 sensor. No, I got another O2 sensor. I got actually a new O2 sensor. I think I gotta get a swivel because the angle, there's an angle, and I gotta get the swivel. And I gotta get the swivel, people. Let me see, I think this one here was dual angle, so maybe could do this one first. But the rest of them, I need the swivel head. And this joint is heavy as hell. I need like a more lighter impact gun. Cause sometimes just holding this joint be like, all right, so let me see if I could jog this one in, people. At least I could do this one, hopefully. So now you see the tension. Let me see where it kind of closed up. Did it close up a little bit? So I'm not gonna go crazy because of the fact that, as I said, I didn't even get the other ones lined up, but I gotta get the swivel. So let me try to get a swivel. I don't know why I didn't take the swivel the first time. But let me get the swivel. If I can find the swivel. Yeah, I gotta get another swivel. This swivel was kind of like the wrong swivel. What's bad about it, it's bulky right here. I need a swivel where it don't have so much body down here. It gotta be like skinny. And that's the kind of, I was having a lot of problems with this swivel. But, I mean, we did what we did, but I have to purchase another swivel. This swivel is not, this swivel is ideal for certain things, but not real stuff that need angling and all that. This is the wrong kind of swivel I bought, honestly. So, let's see how I'm gonna get this, hopefully. me pre-game this first and see if this is acceptable for me. So this is bad, right? So what I gotta do now, I think I have to use the short 15, because the long one, this is not good either. Because basically what I'm trying to say, well, I don't feel good with it, because this is fine. I maybe could get this one, but still it's not good because it's not lining up flush. So here we go again. Deep socket only could maybe be used for one of them. So now I gotta get the non-deep socket. And it would have been cool if I had a lift, right? Because doing all this. All right, but other than that, let me get this together. We all put y'all on a quick time lapse because I'm gonna be back and forth, whatever. And we gonna talk about it when I'm done. Alright guys, so finally got this part put together. So now I just gotta actually hunt down the new O2 sensor that I got. That gotta basically go in that hole right there. And that'll be that for that. And then since I'm underneath here, I have to actually what I'm gonna do next would be before Nas motion actually I'm just gonna do the oil dipstick. Which I just remember that I was waiting to button all of this up to do the oil dipstick, which I have right here, and the bolts is here. So I believe I had to put it through, I think it was the second, I'm not mistaken, because I had to kind of wiggle this. This thing is like a weird angle, people. So I think it was like through here. And actually, while I'm actually underneath here, what I have to do, I have to plug back in the spark plug wire, because everything is like hard to do while when I button everything back up on the top. The hardest one with this actually right here. The hardest one to do actually right here is we call it the number, I labeled everything, people, so so this is a 3, so I think this was the last one, so this one is actually, what that says, number 4?
Yeah,
so 4, so I don't know what happened to the thing that says number 1, so this is 3, so this is so I hate the way that dude be, he just drives mad close. Retard can't even drive. He pulls mad close to make a turn to go out the garage, people. Like mad close to my joint. If I see a scratch or anything, I know where to look. So, as I said, the number 4, which we're gonna get into that, but let me try to line up, because something look like it's gonna be a little bit difficult as I'm looking here. I think it's gonna be the number 2. The number 2, cause it look like this is kind of like in the way of something. That's how I'm looking at this. All right, let me get it lined down first, and then I'll be able to tell y'all. I may need another light. Got one light. And somebody else. Garage is mad active tonight, people. Because of this little snowstorm. These people was like in and out. Where's my other light? I got one light here. I can't even tell. I mean, yeah, I got it right here in front of my face. All right, my bad. So, yeah, let me try to. All right, I see the hole. So now I gotta basically MacGyver this back into, can this move up a little bit? Yeah, okay, let me see. Let me try to lead it into where it need to go. And this, I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? Or should it be on the outside? I think it maybe have to be on the outside. Pull that up a little bit. Let's pull it up a little bit. Pull it out. Let's go back in. From here. This kind of helped me a little bit. Go down. Yeah. Let me see. Thinking about it for a minute. Let me see. Alright, yeah, I'm just trying to line this thing back. We got a hole for the motor. So it's just to get everything. And this here is like in my way a little bit. Yeah, Gina made this thing like stupid, like, god damn it. I don't know if I should go from the bottom, the top. Let me see. I thought this was supposed to be a little easy, but it don't seem like it. Let's see. There you go. Alright, I got that dipstick in the hole, so now let me see about the bracket. And the bracket is hitting on, what is it hitting on? Okay, alright. Okay, I think, do this look right? With this, I think this hose gotta go on top. Let's see. So this hose actually belongs up here. Right, people? I believe this was here. If I'm not mistaken, there was something had broke. And it's actually supposed to sit in these holes. I think I had like a tie strap around it. Basically like this. So this, if I'm not mistaken, I think this, so this is what I'm saying, this is a weird ish right here I'm talking about, people. So this is supposed to go down here. So I think, what I'm thinking, I'll take this out right now. What I'm thinking is this have to go, that's why I was going underneath when I was doing it. So if I take this out, just clearing this out of my way. Alright, I was thinking that, let me take the dipstick out. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on, people. I'm just trying to make sense of all this. Because I just don't quite, I didn't quite remember how. Alright, let me get the holder in first, because let me get everything snug in there. Because it's not even snug in there. It's just there. Should I put like some oil or some grease on this shit? I think like I gotta get like a pull the dipstick out. My bad. Dipstick out. I think I gotta get a crowbar and tap it down in there, people. Let me get my crowbar, because the lip of it, I think that's how I actually got it out. I got it out with the pry bar, crowbar, whatever y'all want to call it. This joint right here. And let me snug it back down. And then I could that's it. So they go down to where I need it to go down. Because, as I said, sometimes the littlest things, you maybe be like, this issue's mad easy, but this is getting it back into alignment now is the corny part. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, I don't know, this like, just go the hell down. Alright, so now it's in good. I think, so now see the good. So I guess it goes like this. Right, so this is the end game. And I have a bolt, and I don't even know the torque spec. I never know the torque spec to this bolt. So now I gotta ask ChatGPT, hey Chat, what's the torque spec for, and I think this is a number 15, right? I'm asking you, and you gotta be like, I don't know. You'll be like, I don't know. Should be a number 15, because every goddamn thing is a number 15. So, let me get this worked in here, people. And I do have a number 15 right here. I had lost this ball, and I found out I was so happy. I was like, God damn. And a swivel head. We'll have a swivel head, right? Which I don't need a swivel head. Ouch. I should start this right hand, people, because I can't even see. So I gotta get the goddamn torque spec for this, which I don't know. So after I get the torque spec, we should be Gucci, people. So as I said, I rely on ChatGPT for a lot of just, you know, random stuff, you know, honestly. So we're gonna talk to ChatGPT again. If y'all don't use it, y'all should, but I use it. And here we go. Yo, chat, what up? Real quick, I got a quick question for you. 2013 Escalade all-wheel drive base model. So I'm putting back the oil dipstick, basically the holder, whatever you call it. So it has one bolt. I need to know the exact torque spec for that bolt.
Absolutely. For the oil dipstick 2 bolt on the 2013 Escalade, the torque spec is usually pretty low. It's typically around 89 inch-pounds, which is roughly 7 to 8 pound-feet. So just a gentle snug is all you need. That should keep it secure without risking any damage.
All right, copy that.
If you need you got it. Anytime you need me info or have more questions.
So 7 to 8 pound-feet. So I gotta hit the small joint, the small torque bar, which is right here. So we're gonna do maybe like 7.5 real quick. So we're gonna go over here in the light, get this adjusted, because it is, you know, everything is tightened into aluminum. So, so we got, let me see, 7. It's a 7 to 8, right? No, she said 7 to 8. Yeah, so we do. So I do 7.5. All right. So I'll just do 7.5. Let me get a number 15 right here for the 3/8. And let me get this tightened up, folks. And So as y'all see in my videos, basically I'm talking damn near everything. And the last thing, as I said, what I need to do is put back them spark plug wires while I'm here. And this is not a good spot. Let me see if I could get it from up top without. I can't even see it. Yeah, I can't see it. Yeah. Let me see if I could do it without a stendo, maybe on top. Because I think if I do it on the bottom, I'm gonna have to use like the extra long joint, and I shouldn't, really don't need to do that. So I could do it right here. This was mad loose. I need to give it no. Alright, so that's it. And before I end this segment, guys, I just want to put back these wires, as I said, real quick. So we're gonna do that. So actually, I had the number. This is a number 4, right? Because yeah, this was a number 4. I believe. I put it on the side. So let me get this one back. It's like the spot is kind of like garbage. It's a real spark plug. Let me see. So I got 1, 2, 3. And actually, I don't even see that shit from right here. Like, do I even see it? God damn. Where is it? Is it home? Am I bugging? I mean, I get it from up top. Shit. So actually, I was trying to put it in before. Oh damn, this is what is back there. I was hoping to get it in easier from down here. Yeah, I see it, but the shield is blocking. So the shield is basically blocking it. So I gotta get it from up top. Yeah, the one back here is like OD, just mad in there, like, which I don't know why they did that. So it's like you gotta go in. And it's like you gotta kind of like, I gotta go like here, and I gotta make sure I feel the plug, right? Which I feel the plug, and it's like a real kind of like memory guessing game. And this one is real, the super tedious spark plug wire and basically spark plug to get in here, but I think I got it, and I'm just turning it and getting it sure snug in. So I have it, and that's the one I hate, is this one, because it's like you can't see it, but you just got everything you have to feel. So I was hoping, right, I would have been able to get it since I got the the fender liner out. But I basically got it anyway. So I'm just gonna just hit that resting on while I'm here. And this is the number 3. Yes, I just marked everything to put everything back, basically how I took it out. And that took time, just doing that, but I did it. So it's all good, people. Let me get this out. So this is supposed to be the number 3. So the number 3, I think I got slack from underneath here. So we got 1, 2, 3, which is pretty cool. So I can make sure it's in. It's not good. Right, and you hit it from, so it's 1, 2, 3, hit it from right here. And it's in there good. And then we just got 2 and 1, and then that's it. That's it for that. And then number 2, this is number 2. Let's cut that. Number 2 right here by that dipstick. Yo, they put that dipstick in a dumbass place, boy. That dipstick is weird as hell. I never knew it was in a dumbass place like that. So we got that lined up. And then just the last one. And that's the number 1. And I had changed the heat shields too, people, on the spark plug. I know people usually don't do that because when I looked at it, it was crazy. I actually have to do it on the box Chevy too. I got new heat shields for the wires, and because of just all this heat from the manifold, basically burning up the wires and all that, protect the wires and all that. All right, so we got that buttoned up. We got a lot done, people. We got a lot done. So this is basically lock and loaded in. Hopefully this is good. It's all torqued to 40. I have to get the O2 sensor. I have it somewhere in the crib. Oh, I have to put this back. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is where now it gets a little, you know, this wire is for that. That's what I'm saying. All these little things, people, is like, just have to go back and I had to take all these little things out. I believe that this was somewhere here. Just to make sure everything, I tie everything back in, which is this is a great view right here of what needs to be done. And I wonder if this is a 15, because I think everything is a 15. No, that's not even a 15. What do you think? That's a 12? You don't know. Just say, I don't know. You don't know. And this is a 15 again. I think that's a 12. Don't have a 12. I got like everything on the ground all over the place, and I try not to, but I think this is a 12. But I don't think it's a 12, it's maybe a 13. Told you, maybe a 13. I think I had a 13 somewhere here. 12, 13, 13. Bingo, 13, like I said. Let's get that back. That bracket was, I think, had it been like right here. That's for the starter. And then I actually I gotta remember to put that back. All right, folks, so we're gonna take it from here because now it's motion basically has to go. So I guess I will continue basically, and I don't know if I'm gonna break this video up because I've been recording for a while, so I don't want to give you a whole video because the video is gonna be too long. So I'm gonna break this video up and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys, so a lot got done. I just want to show y'all where I'm at right now. I'm at the alternator part to reinstall that. Kind of got the harness back, plugged back in. I drained the oil, just have to fill it up and put coolant back in the radiator and the reserve. I got the battery on deck. So yeah, so I'm just getting everything. As you can see, everything is basically back together. So I'm just about to just put the alternator back on, get it torqued down, get everything, because I'm torquing everything, people. So that's basically wild out of things is taking time. So camera is going there, everything is dying out on me because I've been out here just working and grinding. So yeah, everything is looking good. So far so good. So I got everything back took my time, made sure everything is plugged back. And everything is back kind of how it was. And this is where I'm at. So more than likely, y'all gotta stay tuned, because as I said, I put in that work today. I put in that work today. So we see what happens on the next video, because my camera is about to die. So I'm putting in that work, people, as always, and we're gonna see what happens next. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Life with Mike LS and Renzel for what? The haul, the tow. We gotta get this outside, and I got the scanner. We gotta get everything refreshed and back together. So catch y'all guys on the next video, and stay tuned. All right.